Hello Libras, this is going to be your reading from December 1st to the 15th. I am so sorry that these are late. As you can see, I am in a new space now. I'm finally settled and, have my energy back. So excited to bring these readings to you. Just so you know, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. Again, I just want to thank you for your patience for these 2 weeks. But we are back on track. All right. So, the card you got this week, which is actually from the Angel Oracle Guide here, how I kind of do my readings, I'll start with the Angel Oracle Guide, move on to Traditional Tarot, and then back to Oracle at the end. So your message this week is cut the cords. Which is interesting because I have never got this card in one of my readings before, so I'm excited too. Alright, cut the cords. In spirituality, cords are energetic bonds that connect us to a situation, person, or place. There are different types of cords, but in this context, there are connections to situations or people that can have a negative or draining effect upon us. We also create a negative cord when we have an expectation of an outcome of a situation, especially when it's outside of our control. So this important time for you is to release any attachments to people, places, situations, outcomes, or anything else that could be limiting your experience of joy. Angels are wrapping you in the light of love so that you can lovingly detach from situations that could be draining, dramatic, or damaging your health or purpose. Send a message. If you are finding yourself hanging on in a situation you know is unhealthy and negative, Angel Wisdom is encouraging you to call upon the help you need to release yourself from it. Know that the angels are guiding you to surrender the need to direct and control at this time, so you can welcome in spiritual support that is available to you. When you ask your angels to support you in cutting the cords, they help dissolve the connections that are hooking you into negative situations. You have to do your part too by removing yourself from harmful and draining situations. Have any questions regarding a situation, relationship, or outcome at this time, know that you are being guided to find a new way forward, as it will be rewarding and replenishing for you. Ultimately, cutting the cords is an act of self-care and self-love. Very important message in there. I think we all need to remember, right? Alright, just give me a moment to pull some traditional tarot here, and then we'll get into your reading. Alright. Libra, let me just feel this energy that I'm feeling right now. For Libra, please. It's interesting because we have kind of two different kind of situations that are kind of happening here, which is interesting in your reading. We have the first overall energy is the Ten of Cups, which is kind of overall happiness, family happiness here, happy family, happy life in that consideration. So right now there might be kind of stillness or happiness within your family. Maybe people are getting along, maybe things are going well. Here, maybe you're kind of really reconnecting with your family right now, but there's something here that's kind of feeling missed or not really kind of happening the way you want it right now, which is kind of interesting because right after the Happy Family card, we have the Knight of Cups reversed, which is this energy of someone not really coming forward with a romantic offer for you or an emotional offer for you here. Again, it feels like maybe separate from your family here, Libra. You're like, my union's doing good, but like something else is missing in a way. There's this kind of defeated energy around you, or this kind of conflict that we might be going through at the moment here. I don't know why with this Knight of Cups, but I'm feeling like there's almost this just like lack of appreciation, or you feel this lack of appreciation. Again, I don't think it's coming from your family unit. I think it's more coming from a different source here, or a different person. There's someone you really want, like, maybe approval from, or appreciation from in some context. And we're kind of not getting it, and that's why with this, like, Five of Swords here, we're feeling like a little bit defeated. We're feeling like, you know, just a little bit like just so tired of being at war, or being at battle, or tired of this kind of Knight of Cups not coming in here, right? This love offer not coming in. Again, doesn't have to be just like a romantic person, or a romantic someone. It could be just in general, like, again, like I was saying, wanting love, wanting appreciation from a specific person here, that, again, we're just so defeated by it that it's not coming in. It feels like, you know, like there's one part of our aspect of our life that is really happy and is going really well, but then there's this other thing that just feels missing in our emotional life here. And I feel like this is something where we've maybe been thinking about for a little bit of time, because we do have the Hangman reversed. The Hangman upright is kind of all about just taking the time to reflect and to think about things and to kind of release things and not to act. When it's in the reverse, it means like, okay, now is the time to kind of start acting on these things a little bit more. Maybe for you, that's just like putting yourself out there. Maybe you've kind of thought about what you want. Maybe you're starting to kind of do the work here. Because we do have the Five of Wands, it feels like there's a little bit of conflict in your life from that. And I don't know if this is internal conflict, or if this is conflict from the outside. Because we also do have the Five of Swords here as well, it does seem like there is this kind of battle energy, or this conflict energy here. Because the Angel Oracle Guide says cut the cords, it feels like it's more of we have to cut some ties to some old things, some old habits, some old behavior here as well, because we're energetically tied to maybe a past lover here, or tied to kind of a past situation in this kind of energy. We do have the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Seven of Wands in reverse is talking about weak boundaries here. We're not standing up for ourselves in a way. So there feels like, again, this situation here where we feel maybe underappreciated, or we feel like that love isn't coming in for us here, and it's starting to kind of affect us or weigh on us a lot. We're starting to feel like really defeated by it. For some of you, maybe this is just like, if you are single, this is like a love interest coming in as well. But just, you know, stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you deserve. Stand up for your boundaries here. Know that you do deserve to be respected. Know that you do deserve to be loved here as well. And make sure we're standing in that, and standing in that power this week for sure for you. Again, it's interesting because you're like, well, you know, this is going so great for me, and I love my family, but there's just something missing that that I feel like I'm not getting emotionally right now. For Libra. For some of you, you are maybe distancing yourself or cutting off communication from someone. This person could be an Aries here, because I just see there's a Victory card here, which is the Six of Wands, and then we have the Page of Swords in the reverse, and the Page of Swords in reverse is someone holding back conversation. This could be someone also just maybe watching you online and not talking yet here as well. But again, now it's saying that there's victory in our boundaries here. That's why I'm kind of saying, hey, it kind of feels like maybe we're not, we're doing kind of smart decisions here on when we need to kind of cut the cords, right? When we need to cut communication, when we need to do things for ourselves here. You know, you're like, for my own well-being, for my own health, I need to kind of maybe distance myself from this relationship. It's not an Aries. It's the Emperor energy is talking about taking control of things, you know, feeling like the emperor of your life, starting to do really action-based forward, you know, doing the things that we have to get done. You know, taking the reins of your life here is what the Emperor energy represents here as well. So maybe you're the one to just kind of stop this communication or cut off this communication because you're like, hey, I know it's not good for me here. It definitely feels like, I don't know, for some of you, again, maybe that are single, if you are in a relationship, You could be just manifesting, again, like I was saying before, a new work relationship or a new job kind of situation here as well. We have the Two of Pentacles popping out, which is weighing the options. Here usually it has to do with financially, but I see kind of two sides of the coin. You're kind of figuring out what to do, Libra. Unfortunately, it's funny because this kind of card here, if you kind of look at him, he's actually kind of doing a balancing of the scales, which is kind of Libra energy. So I feel like you're kind of going from side to side right now. But I feel like what you're picking is you're going to be picking to be a little bit more independent here with the Fool card. The Fool card is all about starting over again, the very beginning, a new journey, opening yourself up to the new and to the universe. The Fool doesn't know really the outcome yet, but they're ready to kind of take the first leap. You also have the Magician coming out here as well right after, which is the 0 and the 1, which is definitely kind of a new journey. If you're feeling lackluster maybe in your love life, if you are feeling like, you know, the right person isn't coming along, here you have the power to manifest someone new in your life, and bring in these kind of new connections. So now that we have the Magician upright, it's just saying, hey, you have all the tools you need to bring that person. So if you're like, my love life is kind of, you know, sucking right now, it's not really working out for me here, you know, the right connections are coming in. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, it could also be with work related too. You have the ability to manifest these new people in your life. I would just say time to get specific and time to kind of let go of some of the negative attachments that aren't really working for you anymore, right? Cutting the right cords here. There's a lot of meditations on YouTube that you can do for cutting cord ceremonies, cutting negative energy, anything that we're still drawn to or tied to here, because it seems like you really want to manifest these new connections. Again, like I was saying before, it doesn't just have to be romantic here, but just new partnerships, new connections, new people, maybe this is even new friends for you as well here. Libra, you're just kind of really trying to bring in the new here for yourself. Again, I'm kind of bringing back, there's this fire sign energy here, so maybe there is this fire sign that you were it's gotten you a little sad right now. We have the King of Wands in reverse, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. These two cards are kind of people who are maybe angry in the wrong ways. They could be fire sign, Sag, Aries, Leo kind of energy here as well. If this isn't someone else that's kind of got you sad, it might be you in your own energy where you're feeling like you're not kind of living up to your full potential here. You're not really being, you know, creative. You're not really excited about life anymore. You're not really seeing, you're not thinking like there's a lot of options out there for me. The King of Wands in reverse is kind of anger energy, is someone that's quick to anger, is someone that can be kind of controlling, is someone that can be, you know, they're not really doing the things they want to in life, so they kind of take it out on you in a way. So there is a little bit of sadness here from whatever this energy is, this Page of Wands, this King of Wands energy. Again, it might be you just being like, you know, I'm not really living out to my full potential or doing my talents here that I know that I can do, or it's just maybe a fire sign that's kind of we're connected to. So whatever kind of cords it is that we are cutting here, if it's people, if it's situations, I see that you, again, like I said, the Six of Wands is here. You're going to be victorious over this situation, just to give you a heads up. Some of you are getting a separation, some of you are getting a divorce, some of you are selling a home in a situation or moving out of a home here as well. We have the Four of Wands in the reverse, which is kind of leaving home energy, leaving in the foundation here. But again, this, whatever this is, this leaving home energy, Eight of Swords in the reverse is all about you know, taking the things of energy of feeling like mentally stuck in a place, feeling like there's no options, feeling like you are kind of tied up or bound here. Usually this is card of mentally, like being like putting own mental limitations on yourself. And because it's in the reversed, I feel like you're going to see once we kind of leave this home or do this move or the situation here, a lot of this mental anguish or mental energy of feeling stuck is going to be kind of relieved here for you. We do have the Death card in the reverse, which is Scorpio energy. In the reverse like that, it might be repeating a cycle. So I just want to see what kind of cycle we're not letting close out or finish here. Queen of Swords in the reversed. Queen of Swords in the reverse is energy of someone that's cold, someone that's bitter, someone who's an intellectual. Because it is an air sign, it could be you here as well, or it could be an older, maybe, you know, feminine energy that we're not letting die out here. But I feel like there's this cycle. There's a cycle of kind of overthinking and the cycle of trying to hold on with the Four of Pentacles here to like our original plan. And sometimes life doesn't really happen that way. You know, life doesn't happen on the clock that we kind of want it to or expect to here. That's just kind of the way life is. So it says you're holding on too tightly to some old ideas, and it's because like you are overthinking, or you're like, this is the way it should be, or I want this in kind of my control here. It's kind of not letting you move on to kind of the new here. It's not letting you kind of, again, grow, expand, because we're just repeating the cycle of like, well, life is just kind of disappointing, or, you know, it's going to be the same thing over and over again here. Especially if maybe it comes to relationships, especially if it comes to maybe situations here. You're still kind of connected to the things that kind of didn't work out for you. And it's kind of got you in this energy, Libra, to be honest, of this kind of bitter energy towards things and people. But if you don't kind of have that hope for the future, you know, you're kind of putting up those mental blocks in yourself already. I get it though, like, you know, I've had a lot of kind of disappointment this week, and I've got bitter about it. I'm like, well, maybe this isn't for me, you know, maybe this is done, this is over, and I'm so quick to move on that. I'm so quick to kind of move in that direction, to kind of do that mental spiral. And I'm a Libra rising, and I have a Libra Venus here as well. And so I just want to say, like, I get it. Like, it's so quick to move to that spiral state instead of being like, okay, maybe that wasn't meant for me. We're going to keep on going here. You know, I question everything. I go, well, maybe, you know, mine's not alone forever, but like mine's like, maybe this isn't the job for me. You know, maybe I can't do this anymore. And I was just kind of making myself mentally spiral here. But if I'm holding on to that, I'm not letting in kind of the new energy that's coming in here, or being like, well, something else is on the way for me. It's such a hard practice to do. Trust me, I know that from experience. It's such a hard practice to kind of rewire our brains here, to not to always go to the negative right away. It takes a lot of work, but yeah, I just want to say that I feel you, I get you, I understand you. All right, so this is a Starseed Oracle. This week you got Star Brothers: Horse energy, protection, loyalty, trust. You are more protected than that you can imagine, and it's safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and those benevolent beings you're connected with. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmatic impressions, many of us have become mistrust and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support, right? This is like cutting the negative ties that we were talking about. We've learned that we need to go at life alone. This is the people that are feeling like, oh, I need to be single forever. It's not that that it's not safe to let your guard down and open, and our heart to open. That the world isn't a friendly place. And this is kind of the negativity we were talking about before, right? The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience on life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safe, and even if you're going through a difficult time, they want you to hand over your fears to them, to see them as opportunities to let more love in. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond, and to call on your team of loyal protectors and supporters, both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs, and learn to open your heart, especially when it most wants to harden. All right. Important message there, right? This is what I'm kind of feeling with this kind of Knight of Cups, right? With this kind of battle, you're just like, I'm over it. First chakra, Archangel Michael, stability and security. Michael holds a beautiful globe of red light in your first chakra, which is located at the base of your spine. This is the place where you sense stability and security is stored. When this card is upright, it reveals that your energy is flowing freely regarding these issues. When you've had problems with feeling secure in the past, this is the Seven of Wands in reversed, these challenges are beginning to be resolved at this time. Archangel Michael is with you, bringing you strength and personal stability. You're capable of taking action and moving forward on your path, so allow yourself to feel increasingly to feel increasingly faith in your own power and security now and always. In your own power, Emperor energy, right? Taking the reins, taking control. All right, Libra. This was your first month reading. I hope that helped.